It's Natalie and Connie with Thistles and Coos. This is Lulu. She's going to help us tell our story today. So gather around. We're going to tell a story. So this is kind of a story that goes along with Don't Be That Shite Tourist. So I was in Nashville with my son and about a month or so ago, and we were waiting at the gate with about 50 other people to load on the plane. And so we all had to wait because there was a malfunction with a seat rest, arm seat rest. So we all waited. I'm sure it was probably something more serious than that. So as we're waiting, I'm gonna have to put you down, Lulu, I'm sorry. So, because I have to still talk with my hands, even though I'm not signing. So we're all standing in a group, waiting patiently. And we have a few people in our group that have small dogs. And we know this because they started going nuts. So we're like, what's going on? And we look over and a lady with a huge, I guess a standard poodle comes off the gate. And so we're all just kind of watching, and we're watching the dogs go nuts. So everybody's looking. Then the woman is trying to pull her dog to go with him, and he's putting on the brakes and just putting on the brakes, and she's pulling, and then next thing you know, we watch this dog take the largest, I've never seen anything like it, diarrhea poopy. And we're all like, we're all looking around like, oh my gosh, oh, that poor dog, oh my gosh. We're watching the lady at the same time to see what she's gonna do. So as she's like pulling, he's still pooping. I mean, he just never stopped pooping. So, and she just kept looking so bored and like, this is an inconvenience. Pulling, and we're all looking like, was she gonna clean that up? She looks at everybody, does this like, pull. The dog's finally done. She stands there. When I say it was really bad, I felt really bad for the dog. The lady looks up, dog's ready to go. She turns around and walks off. And we're all like, are you kidding me? She leaves a big old pile of poo right there in the floor, right outside the gate. And then what happens after that? Because we're all standing around like, I can't believe, is anybody going to clean that up? We're all like passive aggressively arguing amongst ourselves. Then the gate lets open. Everybody starts coming out. And they're not walking like this. They're walking like this. Like, okay, where am I going? I'm looking for baggage claim. I'm looking for my next gate. So they're all walking like this and gathering their people as they're walking. They did not look down, and as they walked through the poo. We're all going, wait. There's people on the edge. You don't want to step right there because the poo is still there that the lady left and did not pick up. And then they would step through it and then realize it. Like they're like, oh my gosh, there's poop, and they're wheeling their luggage through it. People are walking through it. This happened for about 5 minutes before a maintenance man came over and had to clean up the poo, clean up what the luggage that wheeled through it. People, it's on the bottoms of their shoes, the wheels of their luggage. Babies can crawl through there. But I couldn't believe it. Now, for the sake of the story, if you are going to travel with your animal, whatever animal it may be, because if you know now, everybody's traveling with everything, just be aware. There's a few things you probably should be aware of. One thing, if you are taking a pet, clean up after it. Oh my gosh, how can you be that inconsiderate and not clean up the poo? You know, if you have a child, you have diapers, you have things ready, snacks and food. You're not going to just let them go pooey all over whatever and not clean it up. We're all responsible parents over here. So if you have a dog, check out the blog, because there are other things other than just being considerate. Cleaning up after your doggy But there's websites and checklists that you're going to want to contact the airlines to see if it is acceptable wherever you're going. So just in that, if you're going to take your dog, please clean up after their pooey and don't leave it all over the floor for everybody to roll through and be able to take it with them. Because if you think about it, you don't know what's wrong with, if the dog is really sick, then he's going to, you know, contaminate, or if it's contagious, to another animal, to a baby that might crawl through it. That it goes on the bottom of our shoes, and now what is on the bottom of our shoe is now somewhere else along the airport, and it's going with you into another place. So just be considerate. Don't be the shite tourist person. Clean up after your dog, right? Thanks, Dad. Nope.